Dear students, welcome to the class. Today we will start a new chapter, that is Introduction to Commercial Organizations. This chapter is included in your revised syllabus. Let's start. In this chapter we will learn about what do you mean by economic activity and non-economic activity, their difference, meaning and nature of business, and branches of business. First, we will learn about human activities. Human activities means activities done by humans. There are two types of human activities, that are economic activities and non-economic activities. Economic activities include all those activities done by humans in order to earn some money or acquiring wealth. Non-economic activities are those activities done by human beings which doesn't procure any wealth. It is done only for mental satisfaction and pleasure. Look at this picture. Economic activity. Chef cooking in a restaurant. This chef is cooking in a restaurant in order to earn his salary. But our mother cooking in the kitchen, does she require any salary? No. She is doing this work only to feed her husband and children. Those members in the family, she is cooking for the members in the family. It is why she is doing that. She is doing for her pleasure. She is not procuring any wealth. So this is the main difference between economic activities and non-economic activities. Now look at this chart. This chart is shown in your textbook, page number 2. Human activities are broadly divided into economic activities and non-economic activities. Economic activities include business, profession, and employment. Non-economic activities include parental, religious, social, and patriotic. What do you mean by business, profession, and employment? Business is an activity which is done to procure some profit. It is a process of buying and selling of goods so as to attain some profit. What do you mean by profession? Profession is an occupation involving rendering of expert services for a fee. It includes doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants, architects, engineers, etc. Next is employment. Employment means working under an employer for wage or salary. For example, a government servant working in a government office. So these are the three types of economic activities. Non-economic activities include parental, religious, social, and patriotic. Look here. Cleaning the environment, helping a blind to cross the road, and cooking for our family. These all are non-economic activities. Now we will learn the main difference between economic and non-economic activity. We have already learned that what is the main difference between economic activity and non-economic activity. Economic activity is undertaken to earn money. Non-economic activity is undertaken to get personal mental satisfaction. This is the main difference. First one is purpose. These activities are undertaken to earn a living through production and sale of goods and services. What is the purpose of economic activity? Economic activity is done to earn a living, to earn money. How? Through the production of goods and services. Understood? Now, non-economic activities are undertaken to satisfy personal, social, religious, and patriotic obligations. These are based on social motive. Non-economic activities are undertaken to satisfy personal needs. So that is the first difference. Second one, reward. What we will get by doing an economic activity? We will get either profit or loss. What about non-economic activity? These activities are not expected to create money income. So that is about reward. Third one is consideration. These activities are guided by rational considerations because these involve the use of scarce economic resources such as land, labor, capital, etc. So what do you mean by this? So in order to do an economic activity, we have to plan before. Rational consideration means these are guided by proper planning. Economic, how we will start a business, they all of a sudden we will not start a business. That for that purpose proper planning is needed, because this is involves the use of scarce economic resources such as land, labor, capital, etc. But in the case of non-economic activity, these activities are guided by emotional and sentimental reasons without regard to economic loss or personal discomfort. So this is about consideration. What are the examples of economic activity? Business, profession and employment are examples of economic activity. These three will earn wealth. Non-economic activities serving the family, society and the country free of charges. These all are done for mental satisfaction. Then fifth one is necessity. Economic activities are necessary for livelihood. Why we are doing an economic activity? We need money to live, isn't it? Money to live. So for that purpose, it is necessary. Economic activities are necessary. Then non-economic activities are necessary for psychological satisfaction and pleasures. For mental pleasure, happiness, non-economic activities are needed. Then what will be the result? These activities result in creation of wealth. So if we do any economic activity, for example business, we will earn money. What about non-economic activity? It doesn't result in creation of wealth. It will give only mental satisfaction. Then satisfaction. These activities satisfy economic needs of people. Economic needs means money needs. They will procure money. Then these activities satisfy social and psychological needs of people. So this is the main difference between economic activities and non-economic activities. Purpose, reward, consideration, examples, necessity, then result and satisfaction. Now comes business. Business. Tell me, is business an economic activity or a non-economic activity? Business is an economic activity. What do you mean by business? If we define business, business may be defined as a human activity directed towards producing or acquiring wealth through buying and selling of goods. It is nothing but this was defined by this. The term business is defined by L.H. Honey. So, in short, we can say that business is an economic activity which deals with producing and buying and selling of goods and services in order to earn money or profit. So that is known as business. Now we will learn the characteristics of business. The first characteristics is sale, transfer or exchange. What do you mean by this characteristic? All business activities involve sale or exchange of goods and services for some consideration. So, business, as we already know, that business is an economic activity. In an economic activity, the main purpose is to earn profit. So, in order to earn profit, sale or exchange of goods is a must. Goods and services is a must. So, if we buy, for example, in an industry, we will buy raw material first to produce some products. So, we will buy raw materials by giving some money and we will produce the goods. If we keep the goods in a place without selling it, will we get any profit? No. So, sale is a must in a business. Buying and selling of goods and services for a price are the essence of business. Consideration means return. We need some return. If there is no sale, transfer or exchange for price, it will not be a business. For example, cooking food for personal consumption does not constitute business. We have already seen in that picture. If we cook in our house, it doesn't mean a business. But if we cook for others, it is a business. Cooking food and selling it to others is a business. Second one is dealing in goods and services. Every business enterprise produces or buys goods and services for selling them to others. Why we are producing the goods? In order to sell. Why we are selling the goods? To earn some profit. Otherwise the business will not work. Goods may be consumer goods or producer goods. There are two types of goods, consumer goods or producer goods. Consumer goods are those goods that are directly used by the consumers. For example, bread, cloth, shoes, etc. Producer goods are those goods that are used for the production of consumer goods. For example, raw materials. Raw materials are producer goods that is used for the production of consumer goods. Consumer goods are those goods which we will consume directly from the shop. Then, services are intangibles such as electricity, insurance, banking, transportation, warehousing, etc. So, these are the services. So, second characteristic of a business is dealing in goods and services. The third characteristic is regular dealings. What do you mean by that? Business involves a series of dealings. A single transaction cannot be called business. Recurring purchase and sale is the hallmark of business. For example, here near to our house, there will be fruit shop and vegetable shop, isn't it? So we will go to the vegetable shop, there will be full rush over there. Why there is rush over there? There is a series of dealings. People will come over there to buy the vegetables. So that is known as business. The person who is running a vegetable shop, he is buying the vegetables from the wholesale market and keep it in his shop to sell it to the normal consumers. So this is known as business. For instance, if a person sells his old scooter, it is not business. For example, if we do only one transaction, we cannot say it as a business. Regular dealings are needed in a business. So first point we learned is sale, transfer or exchange. Second one is dealings in goods and services. Third one is regular dealings. What is the first one? Sale, transfer or exchange in a business. Sale is a must. Dealings in goods and services means there will be proper dealing of goods and services. That is, every business enterprise produces or buys goods and sell them to consumers. There are two types of goods. What all are they? They are consumer goods and producer goods. Third one is regular dealings, and the fourth one is profit motive, that we all know. The primary objective of a business is to earn profit, that is profit motive. Then creation of utilities. A business makes goods more useful to satisfy human wants. It adds time, place, form and possession utilities to various types of goods. Business creates form utility by converting raw materials into finished products. Place utility is created through transportation and time utility is created through storage. See, the main characteristic, this is another characteristic of a business. Creation of utilities. Whatever the consumer, whichever types of goods the consumer is needed, business will provide it. That is known as creation of utilities. A business makes goods more useful to satisfy human wants. They will always check what is the need of a human being. According to that,